Hi there, it's Vero or at Vero Boudreau from YouTube and Instagram. I'm one of the Art and Olive ambassadors, and today I'm coming to you with a video on wardrobe sustainability, and more specifically on how to create a wardrobe that is both functional and sustainable, following my blog post on the Art and Olive website. So be sure to check that one out as well. In this video, I'll be covering things to look out for when you are creating a new wardrobe. So let's start off by looking at how we can do that with the help of our bullet journal. In my bullet journal today, I'm using an A5 bullet journal. You can use code VERO10 for 10% off your next purchase on Art and Olive goodies. To start off, we are going to establish the colors that we want to be associating our wardrobe with. Now, I've grouped these into two different categories. We have our basic colors and then we have our accent colors. Now, I've decided to go with 5 major/minor colors in my wardrobe, and I'm using some watercolors to list those out. But of course, if you have some colorful brush pens or if you have actual colors, you can put those into your journal. I also recommend going to your local paint store or your local hardware store. They usually have paint samples in which you can cut them out and stick them into your journal for more specific colors, which is also a fun thing to do. Underneath those, I'm also going to write the exact color that they represent, because unfortunately when I'm mixing colors with watercolor, they don't always turn out the way I want them to, so I've got to be more specific. And the colors that I'm going for are black, beige, brown, white, and khaki. These are the colors that I wear every single day in my life. I usually build an outfit based on a main item that is of one of these colors. In terms of my accent colors are usually accessories or colors or prints or motifs that appear on my items of clothing, and the colors that I have found that I associate myself with tend to be pink, yellow, green, and gold. Gold typically is something that I'm aiming towards, not something that I'm actually doing yet. Gold is more for jewelry, and I'm starting to see that I like gold jewelry, which is a new change for me since I've always worn silver. After establishing the main colors that you're going to be focusing on when you're looking for new items for your wardrobe or looking for items to keep in your wardrobe, the next thing that you're going to be thinking about is style. Now, everybody has a different style, and my style is very laid back, a very beach vibe, a very ocean inspired style. It's something that's very casual and also kind of classic in a way, because I heavily rely on basic clothing such as plain t-shirts, plain bottoms when I'm building my style for the day. Once I've done my style word choice or my word association for the style, I'm then going to move on to writing down the pieces I have in my wardrobe. I'm breaking that down into 6 different categories, which are outerwear, bottoms, tops, dresses, shoes, and accessories. Of course, if you have more categories, you can list them out on the side as well. But I feel like most of my clothes can be split into those categories, so that's what I'm going to do. After I have those different categories, I'm then going to list out my favorite pieces in each category. I have way more clothes than this, but these are the ones that I think of off the top of my head. It's good to start like this by listing your favorite items, so that way when you're going to start building your wardrobe, you keep these specific items in mind. Then once I've listed all of these items out, what I'm going to be doing is actually going to my wardrobe and start trying clothes on. Of course, I'm not going to do that in this video because that would be way too long, but the idea is to piece clothes together and see which ones fit together. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a list on the back, which is going to be my clothing wish list. The clothing wish list is pretty straightforward. It's clothes that I need specifically, sometimes clothes that I want, but specifically clothes that I need or accessories that I need that would fit into the style that I'm trying to go for. When I'm writing out the clothing wish list, I will write everything in pencil, and the things that I want to remember are that I want to buy either thrifted, brands that are sustainable. I also want to pay attention to the style as well as the fit and match with other clothes that I own in my wardrobe. The idea behind this is that I'm never going to buy something that doesn't match with anything else, so that I'm keeping things classic and in style and in line with my existing style. Once I have bought said item of clothing, I can then report it back into my wardrobe staples and henceforth build my wardrobe staples into a longer list if I need it to be longer. Anyway, that is how I'm going to be looking at my wardrobe from here on out, making things more sustainable in the long term. Now, this video by itself is not enough to create a sustainable wardrobe, so I invite you to go check out my blog post where I detail on exactly what you need to look out for so that you can create a wardrobe that is functional but also eco-friendly. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one very soon.